Ma'am? Please, tell the kitchen that the appetizers are almost out.
But
No, but. Tell the kitchen Dr. Brown sent you. Oh, yes, that Dr. Brown.
I'm not working in the kitchen.
Well, I thought you were staff. You are wearing a uniform. What else would bring you here?
I'm a member of the press.
Then I must inform you that I'm not giving any interviews. All I have to say is in my report, or you can come listen to my speech later.
I know that sounds crazy, but
But what?
you must prevent the licenses from being extended. The future of our planet is on the line.
Are you one of those hysterical environmentalists too?
No,
Trust me, I was very thorough in my inspection. The power plants I inspected complied with all conditions and regulations. They are safe.
The crowd doesn't look that bad from up here.
Faye, can you hear me? What's your status?
I am at the conference, and I had a chance to talk to this Dr. Brown, the expert they are all listening to.
So what did he say?
He didn't even listen to me. All he was interested in was food.
Just like I thought. This conference is a mockery. So, what's your plan now, Faye?
I don't know what to do.
Let me talk to him. I have my own methods. But you must get me into the building somehow. And the doorman must not see me.
Why is that?
We had a little misunderstanding. The thing is, you must find a way to get me into the building unnoticed.
Okay, see you in a few. That can wait. I can't open the door from this side. Hello. May I ask you something?
What's up?
Why are you watching that thing there on the monitor?
Thing? That's a 74 Ford Tarpon Roadster with a big black compressor. It's got 410 horses in that 12-cylinder engine. Impressive, right? My baby accelerates to 100 in 3 seconds and leaves every other car eating dust.
Are you aware of how much damage you do to the environment? Because of reckless people like you, the Earth is headed for a climate catastrophe.
I didn't know you were one of these eco-fanatics. Leave me alone with that stupid environmentalism blather. And if your protester friends out there get too close to my car, I'll swipe the floor with them. Right now, the protests look peaceful. I hope it stays that way. Was there anything else?
I'll come back later. I can see the stage from here. I can see the garage on the right monitor, the conference building on the middle monitor, and the entrance with the doorman on the left one. I've never seen so many people in one place. The slot over there is the same size as the videotape. Maybe I can use it to play the video. The Indes Catastrophe, a documentary, Part 2. Showing the video without any kind of commentary, but I'll keep the idea.
Don't touch that, or you'll get me in trouble. If you open the partitions, protesters might climb through the ventilation shafts. These whack jobs are capable of anything.
What's in this cabinet?
The controls for the ventilation shaft partitions at the entrance.
What are these keys for?
My car keys. Emphasis on my.
Hello.
May the earth...
I have to go.
See you later.
My voice won't carry that far.
Listen to me! Listen to her!
Listen to her! Listen to her!
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Hello?
Yes? No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Clear cutting? Do you really think I don't know what you're hinting at?
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Do you think that's funny? It's a hereditary disease. If you don't stop right now, I'll have the space cleared.
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Fascist!
Shut it, you tree huggers, or I'll show you some clear cutting.
Oh, really? Come on, if you dare.
No
Do
reactor
you know
in
what
the
I'm going to do
rainforest.
if you don't
Stop
stop
the clear
right
cutting.
now?
Oh, crap. Why are they so aggressive all of a sudden? Oh, no. Don't get any closer to the underground garage. Stay away! Stay away from there!
So this is the thing the lighting technician gushed over. It stinks of exhaust fumes, even when standing still. Disgusting. Oh dear. That looks really complicated in there. I wonder what all these switches and levers are there for. Let's see what happens if I use this lever. Oops. That must have been the self-destruction mechanism. The partition should be open now. Salvador, come in! The partitions are open now. You can go in. I hope that was a yes, ma'am. See you inside, Faye.
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
No matter what.
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Luckily, I have a less complicated way to.
No reactor in... No reactor in the rainforest!
Faye.
Ah, there you are.
Where is this Dr. Brown fellow now?
He's still at the buffet. He took root there.
The guards must not see me, so you'd better get him over here somehow.
And how am I supposed to do that?
No idea. You'll find a way.
Orange juice. I wonder how long it has been in here. I hope no one will miss it. Well, there's no way I would drink that. Looks disgusting. No way. Certainly not. Let's see how he likes this.
Ah!
Who are you?
I want you to shut down the Indes power plants.
Why should I do that?
Well, you don't have to. I could do it as well.
What do you think you're doing?
I told you that those people won't listen.
Before the Commission retires to deliberate the matter, I now give the floor to Inspector Brown from the International Energy Inspection Authority. Prior to this conference, Mr. Brown thoroughly investigated all facilities and construction projects of Indes Industries for the IOEC. Inspector Brown, you have the floor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
They must come to their senses when they see these pictures. And go.
My name is Dr. Brown. I closely inspected the power plants and came to the following conclusion. Indes Industries' power plants are a grave danger for our climate. My investigation proves, without a doubt, that the large power plants of Indes will cause a major and global climate collapse. If we allow him to contaminate our planet with his pollutants, we have to expect catastrophic climate changes worldwide as early as 2050. Global warming, melting of the poles, rising sea levels.
This man is not Brown.
You are responsible to keep that from happening.
Indes is right. This absolutely can't be, Dr. Brown.
What is the meaning of this?
Security! Detain this man!
Oh, dear. Things really don't go according to plan. But how can I save Salvador? They won't listen to me. Let's see what's in here. Documents, documents, even more documents. Ah! A magnetic strip card. It might come in handy. Oh my God! So much blood, but no sign of Brown anywhere. Only his briefcase is still here.
No nuclear power! No nuclear power!
What is the meaning of this?
We demand immediate shutdown of the Indes power plants.
And what, pray, is your alternative? Half the world without electrical power?
I think that's my cue. I've already told you that the Svensson algae works and could replace Indes power plants.
You know that we are talking about an alternative to nuclear energy, don't you?
I know the algae. I know what it can do. Adjourn the conference. I can get you a specimen and be back in 3 days. Then you will see that I was right.
Adjourn the conference? Did you really say that?
Yes.
And they listened to you?
They had to. The building was surrounded, cops were tied up and locked in the toilet, and the buffet was in ruins. Just imagine, no more salmon canapes. The evening was ruined.
Time travel. All right, that's something I can imagine. But a climate conference granting concessions? What happened then?
Salvador flew to South America to check on the power plant, and I came directly to you.
I was beaten up and tied up and yes, well, I know the rest. I guess we are now on the way to my research station to get the algae?
Yeah, jackpot.
All right, I'll help you. On one condition. Once we have landed, you will leave all talk to me, and no more kidnappings and seizures, understood?
Promise.
You old warhorse. Never thought I'd see you around here again. Is that gray in your beard?
This is a control visit. I was worried you might steer the station into an iceberg. Good to see you, Barney. Did you tell Duva I was on my way?
He wasn't exactly happy. I hope you packed some velvet gloves.
Didn't have much time for packing.
Sounds like an interesting story. Who's your friend?
Oh, right. May I introduce Princess Leia?
Huh? What are you talking about? My name is Faye.
Lovely. You chose an interesting time for your visit. Duva and I scheduled a presentation for business investors today and tomorrow.
What about the National Research Funds?
You haven't heard yet? I thought Duva had told you at least that much. The research funds were canceled.
What?
Bent, that's a disaster.
Indeed, it would mean the end of my work. It has all been for nothing.
Not necessarily. I have a couple of investors on the hook. Just yesterday, a real star accepted.
We must talk to them.
First, you must get through the health check. And afterwards, wrapping this thing up will be a piece of cake. This will be an exciting day. Trust me.
There, Bent. That's it. I'm done.
Fine. Is everything all right, Doc?
You could say so. For someone with your medical record, everything is fine. Retirement agrees with you.
Retirement was the best that could happen to me. I can go fishing as much as I want to. I can read many interesting books. And I have interesting talks with my shrink every week.
That sounds much better than working your guts out and spending weeks in the hospital now, doesn't it?
You think? My retirement was a nightmare.
Was a nightmare? Don't tell me you're working again. If so, I have to advise strongly against it.
Let's just say that my life makes sense again, and I owe that to Faye here.
Ah, I see. And here I thought you were trying to save the world again.
Let's talk later, or we will be late for the presentation.
Right. It's your turn now, Miss Faye. Do you have any illnesses I should know about?
That's none of your business.
Oh, it's very much my business. The decision on whether or not you will be allowed on the rig is based on my expert opinion.
Well, I'll stay here then. I didn't travel 500 years to have myself cut open.
Excuse me, I don't think I understand.
Faye, you can trust the doc. He knows what he's doing.
All right. But no hot coals. And no saws. You hear me?
Promise. Bent, if you would wait outside, please. This might take a while, I'm afraid.
Yes, Bent, just go. I'll catch up with you. I can handle this charlatan by myself.
Only people who can produce such a scrap of paper are allowed on the oil rig. The doc already completed it. Only the seal is missing. There's the cabinet with the patient records. Mine is in there too. Ah yes, there it is. Bent Svensson, born severe depression, burnout syndrome, etc., etc. We advise against continuation of employment. Was it really only just 2 years ago? Duva painted the upper one a long time ago, but not the lower one. I'm stealing blood from a doctor. Shouldn't it be the other way around? A drastic measure, but time is short. Now I have blood on my hands. Morbid, but it worked.
Everything peachy, Bent? Where's your companion?
She'll be a while.
That's too bad. The presentation is almost over. Do you have the health certificate?
Here, Barney, that should be all. May I enter now?
Okay. Name's on it, stamp as well. All right, time for your big comeback.
Ha!
Nervous?
Should I be?
Well, it's been 2 years since you last saw your son.
Oh, nonsense. I'm not nervous.
Yes?
Could you go ahead, please? This little do-gooder needs to visit the restroom first. What? I just need to pee. I'm not nervous.
Sure, Bent. Sure.
Dr. Svensson, I'm trying to be polite here. What you just told us is ripe with trivial generalizations and esoteric hocus-pocus. We know that our oil reserves will be used up one day. We are aware that we will need to find a way to fill the hole this will rip into the energy supply. We also know that some nuts will be worried about the climate whenever you try offering them workable solutions. What we don't know is why on earth we came here. What miraculous technology are you talking about when you claim to be able to solve all this planet's problems in one stroke?
Thank you for the cue, Mr. Indez. I am talking about a technology that doesn't produce emissions. One that can be replicated easily and that can be grown in every household. It is effective enough to...
Did I understand you correctly? Your miracle plant will grow in every consumer's garden?
Yes. The magic word is reproduction. A small installation that will fit on every balcony will provide enough energy for the household. It is an autonomous and ecological energy. The process is called nitrogenase.
He means hydrogenase.
The process is called hydrogenase, which means that cyanobacteria will convert light, air, and water into high-energy oxygen. The degree of efficiency of the energy output yields values around 0.08%.
What? That's wrong. It's 0.8%.
Do you want to give the lecture, Father?
Maybe we can cut this embarrassing family drama short. The question I ask myself is, what kind of business model do you have in mind? If people grow algae on their balcony like chives, what do we sell them? No one here wants to give away energy for free, right?
Yes. No. The consumer needs the technology to grow the algae and dissipate the hydrogen. Fuel cells for conversion must be bought and maintained. But, well, that's all there is to say on the business aspect of our presentation. I suggest we take a short break. Afterwards, we can jump right in with the calculations.
I would like to see this bacteria in action.
Or that. After the break, we will present the blue-green algae, and then we will talk about the calculations. We will reconvene at 2 o'clock sharp. Thank you.
That was something. And where has Duva disappeared to? The least he could say was hi.
Please don't hold it against him. It's all the excitement about the presentation. And then his father appears out of the blue. He is a bit overwhelmed.
He shouldn't blame himself. He did well. I am more worried about this Indez.
Emilio Indez is a businessman. He needs to ask these kinds of questions.
No, my gut tells me that he's planning something. And I won't leave this room before I've found out exactly what it is. Barney, can I ask you something?
Sure, shoot.
What is Indez doing here?
He was at the climate conference in Oslo. I guess that's where he heard about our research. In any case, he called me right after the conference to make an appointment.
This man is one of the biggest polluters on the planet.
I know, but if he's our only investor in the end...
Then we will be selling our souls to the devil.
Bent, I know you don't like to hear this, but I can't stress it enough. Sometimes you have to compromise if you want to do good.
Who are those two at the table over there?
Mr. and Mrs. Wagner, from Wagner & Wagner, in Vancouver.
They came all the way from Canada?
Not quite. They were on vacation at a fjord when they heard about the presentation.
Well, I hope they don't see this as a day trip. The last thing we need is tourists.
What we need are people with money, and those two have money to burn. So, please, be nice to them.
Who is the man in the white outfit?
That's Saeed Janzir. He is the chief accountant of one of the biggest oil tycoons in the Middle East.
Just an accountant? How much say can an accountant possibly have?
His boss wanted to come himself at first, but he had to cancel on short notice. Bent, times are tough. Beggars can't be choosers.
Just great. Who is the man in the yellow vest and tie?
His name is Mike Zemft. He's doing an internship with us.
Oh? Is he any good?
Hard to tell. He just walks around most of the time, taking notes. If I didn't know better, I'd say he's doing research for a novel.
Sure. Who would want to write a story about guys like us?
Good point. But you know as well as I that crazy people can be found everywhere.
I better get on with things.
Good luck.